Alrighty, what's up guys, it's VampireCaptainCrow and we're back with more Assassin's Creed Revelations. We're finishing the game, hopefully this episode. See ya this episode or the next one. Yay! Just gotta save Sophia by turning in our Masyaf keys. Also I changed to the Master Assassin gear. Okay, let's do this. Oh, can I check it? Okay, thank God.
Good to see you, Mentor.
I am proud of you all. What do you mean assigned to one of my dens? Yeah, I only have one building left to buy. But I'll do that right at the end. More running around, give my thoughts. This is now the 4th time I've climbed this tower. Or when I climbed this with Yusuf. I was supposed to bring this to the Galata Tower.
I am well versed in the latest of healing techniques.
Oh. Speech time, boys. Oh. This is for you, sir.
Mentor?
Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin. And I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
If you need aid, you are welcome here.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust. A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
That's a lie.
Kidnapped by the Byzantines, so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less. Now, the keys.
First, the girl.
She's all yours.
Sophia!
Tell your men to back off. She's all yours.
Keep an eye on him. Fifth time climbing this fucking tower now. Sophia, I am here. You're not Sophia.
Dannazione!
Teşekkürler efendim. Çok teşekkürler.
Sophia, I'm coming. Assassinos, help me.
Someone help me.
Are you hurt?
Not hurt, but very confused.
I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
Oh, that was the full sync thing? I didn't even see that. Let's go! Kill 20 guards. What?
We are close.
Oh
Be steady.
no, the carriage mechanics.
Well,
Oh.
you have come to see me off.
No. Get off my road. Nice.
Hold on! Hang on,
Sophia!
Look out! Ezio!
Woo! Whoa!
Help!
Are you hurt, Sophia?
I don't think so.
Hold on!
Obviously. Oh no!
Holy fuck! Ow!
Va bene! I am all right.
Soldiers, up ahead!
I see them.
One. 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. Watch where you're driving.
Forgive me!
Sophia, you must be careful.
I know.
I'm on the back.
Steel
Yeah.
yourself, Sophia. More soldiers.
Faster!
Die.
Out of the road. What are you doing?
Ah.
Gas on track.
I'm in the back. Oh, thank God the thing wasn't lose health, because ow! Yeah! Ow! Sophia!
Oh my!
Oh my!
Move!
Yeah! Yeah! Ow! Sophia! What are you doing? Not help! Big!
Your determination would be charming if it was not so infuriating.
I don't even know how many of these guys I've killed so far. Wasn't there horse guys behind me?
Incompetent children! Where did you learn to fight?
Excuse me, princess. I kinda... Jesus. Leonardo can see me now.
Ezio, look!
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Wow! Go, Ezio, I'm fine!
Holy shit! Oh shit! Ah! Why is it like Homer Simpson? Oh! Ow!
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
Oh! Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
Oh, damn.
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore. I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
Okay.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
But where does one end and the next begin?
The fuck? What's going on? Priorities. What's going on? Oh, sequence 8. The fuck is that sound?
Bill, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient.
Yeah,
Experimental
SUNY.
gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look, this is crazy.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
We're almost done. Rebecca! What the?
Here it comes.
What is that? What's going on?
This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion.
What are you doing?
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves.
Don't do this.
I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
16! Go, Desmond.
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Ezio and Sophia have arrived at Moscow after many weeks of travel. Time to open the library.
Come, we must hurry. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up, and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance, and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go. To let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
Aw, Sophia.
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio. What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
Bingo. Fuck you, game. I didn't need a hit.
You had better come out of there alive.
No, I'm gonna fight the
plan
fucking
to.
Kraken. Oh shit.
books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, Altair. You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria.
Maria? Where are you? If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus, or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Oh, he's limping.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
Oh.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
What the fuck?
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions.
Yes.
Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation.
Damn, that's a bright-ass sun.
They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
Oh. Ooh, pre-rendered. I remember how this used to be like the peak of what good graphics looked like back in the day. Oof. Oh yeah, they said they got wiped out by a solar flare. By the way, his voice is connected to the music. That's why he's so quiet. I was gonna ask, how's this civilization never, poked up? The fuck? Yeah, somehow they got us on a plane and moved.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
Whoa!
I know what we need to do.
That's new. Revelations. So that is the end of Assassin's Creed Revelations. There's dialogue. Pretty sure. Nope, there's not. However, this is the end of Assassin's Creed Revelations. So, my thoughts on the game, I really enjoyed it. There were some parts that were kind of frustrating, but for the end of both Altair and Ezio's journey, well, Altair's mostly, Ezio's gets finished off in like a side movie called Embers, which is great, but we're not reviewing Embers. The end of the Ezio collection ended on a high note, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people say that this game's kind of falls flat. However, in my opinion, it does a little bit better than... it does similar things and a little things better than Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which was a step up from 2. So, in my book, it's a positive, Obviously, nostalgia does have an effect on this, because this was my favorite game for the longest time of the Assassin's Creed, the Ezio games especially. So, my thoughts, I love the combat, even though towards the end, a couple episodes was fucking with me. I think it was mainly because I was like, just, okay, is Ari going to have the weapons out? Because Brotherhood always pulled out the weapons, you didn't have to sheath it, all that crap. But I love the additions. The hook blade was pure beautiful. The whole getting to know your assassin recruits was also very good. And also, back to the hook blade, the new brutal animations, this, helped to bring new life to all of Ezio's animations, which we've seen since his first appearance in Assassin's Creed 2. It's just so nice to get those. Obviously, Clay died, so we're not gonna see him. But yeah, all this stuff they added was so good. And speaking of the assassin recruits, the whole getting to know them better by having them do missions and send them out, come back, and them getting to the point where, yes, Ezio is kicked out of Constantinople, but he feels that the Assassin Brotherhood will do good even with him not there. It's the point of a mentor, to teach the next generation so that when they're not there, they can still hold their own. And that's what, Altair and Ezio did. They taught the next generation of assassins to basically be self-sufficient without their presence. Now, are they legends in their own right? Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure they bring it up in Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, about Ezio Auditore and Altair. Hence why I hate the newer games. Because one, they shit on what came before, which is Altair and Ezio. Which, I think the last game, the good game, I should say, was Assassin's Creed Origins. Because they don't shit on it, because it's the first game timeline-wise. Well, technically Odyssey is, but the first one with an actual creed, where the creed is made. So it helps inspire Altair in them, which is a great thing. built on the foundation does not tear down the foundation. Unlike something like Shadows in Valhalla, which pisses me off. I don't like those games for that reason, because they break shit that is brought up in the fan favorite games, which is the Ezio collection, right? It's Ezio and now Black Flag, they're gonna fuck up because I heard they're doing a remake of that. But as for Revelations, I love that Ezio. You get to feel him getting tired of the Brotherhood, and of like this life, like he said, for 30 years of his life, he's been stuck living in the shadow and feeling like he has to do this. This is him being like, screw it, I'm done. I quit. I did my job. I figured it out. I want to live the rest of my life with Sophia. And obviously they have a daughter in Embers they showed off. But yeah, it's a nice conclusion to Ezio. And obviously it's Altair. Desmond doesn't get his until the next game, which is a lackluster conclusion, in my words. But I guess we'll figure that out when we get to Assassin's Creed 3. But for Revelations, the combat was fine. I did like the new enemies. They were kind of cool. A lot more disguising, less tailing, which was great in my opinion, because I don't like tailing missions, and there's a shit ton in Brotherhood. However, the one mechanic I really enjoyed, and I was using it a lot, but I always forgot it existed, because in the other games, I'm pretty sure after this they don't ever do it, which is if you're following someone, you can just put the controller down, just stand next to them, and it'll auto track. I'm like, oh my god, that's such a good thing. And hence why when we were walking up the Moscow with Sophia, I was like, oh crap. And it's like, oh, I forgot that's a mechanic. Because it's used, but it's like it's something you don't think of to use. I love that. And like the cool thing where you can like send your assassin recruits off and like they take control of an area and like you get profit over time, which is so good. I wish I had that in Brotherhood. Obviously other things like characters like Yusuf, I really enjoyed him. I wish he got more screen time for what he was. He was basically the master assassin of Constantinople. However, I will bring up the thing in the story, especially, and I guess gameplay. The whole back and forth shit kind of is one of the flaws of this game, and I do feel it. Like I said, I was like, oh, I'm going to do all of like Altair's missions in all together, but no, it makes you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. But with that, it kind of fucks with flow, because it's like, oh, go back to the Constantinople missions, and then go back to Sophia, forth, back, forth, and then Altair in between theirs, which is like, okay. But in my opinion, they kind of had a rhythm to it, especially it's like, do all the Constantinople thing, okay, cool, Sophia, okay, do the Altair mission, end of acts. Which it started to do that, and then it started to mess up the pace. Okay, cool. But yeah, Den Defense, I will give one thing. I did not like that at first. It's when you do the last one where you get all the good stuff for that, which is a problem because you have to do the Den Defense to get those things. It doesn't work. It's fine for what it is. Obviously, it was a cool experimental idea, but I think the hook blade kind of worked better in this game for experimental ideas. But yeah, the cool armors you get early on in the game, I'm glad they didn't just break the game, which they kind of did, because I got the armor and I'm gonna butcher his name, the Pak armor as I called it, the one with the mask. I got that, and I didn't really use any other armor besides like the masked assassin one, because obviously I want Ezio to be like showing his face more in the last couple cutscenes. But yeah, all that was fine. The whole stuff with Desmond, obviously, if you guys want like backstory, which I'll probably will do when I do the Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough. But yeah, Clay was interesting. It sucks that his backstory and his explanation is in the same shit gameplay as the Desmond sections, and I guess I can't really give a proper review unless I talk about the Desmond sections. They are puzzle-based things where you have to use certain blocks and whatnot to move in a pattern. But in the background, you get Desmond's story. You get his tale of how he grew up on a farm. It was basically like, think of it like Mafia, where it was like an area where a bunch of assassins got together and were raising them to be assassins. He broke away at, I think they say 16. He broke away at the age of 16, went to become a bartender, and that's where Abstergo found him. Because he didn't believe in what the assassin at the farm were telling him. So, that stuff. However, it's still in a shitty-ass gameplay style, and it's just so bad. It just feels so off, especially when you have a Desmond model, you have a Clay model, you don't use them in the actual game engine gameplay loop, I guess, where it's like, okay, platforming, but I'm platforming as Desmond, not doing fucking block puzzles, or can do it as Clay. And sadly, the DLC that does explain Clay's backstory is in that gameplay style, so it kind of ruins it. So that gets knocked down at least a 1.5 points, because that's not fair for everyone else, because we want to learn the story of Desmond and Clay. I'm sorry, I should probably say his thing. Subject 16. You want to learn about it, but you can't, because it's in the god awful freaking gameplay style. So a lot of time you saw me just play the regular game, so that's why. That kind of did explain Desmond's backstory. Clay was just supposed to be brought in there. Lucy was supposed to save him. She didn't. Yeah. And obviously, I think this game does explain that Lucy was a Templar. Yeah. Kinda. And there's a backstory reason why they killed off Lucy, and it is messed up. It sounds like something new Ubisoft would do, honestly. But, yeah, Assassin's Creed. Oh, I guess we gotta sit here. Sit here and just watch the credits play. But, yeah, my honest opinion, the story was good. Obviously, Ezio was killing it as always. It's nice to see Altair, you know? Obviously, they haven't remade the first game, so that's the biggest issue with doing, like, this game. A lot of players who've just played the Ezio games, or the other ones, who've only heard of Altair in passing, have never actually experienced the story. It's mainly because they haven't remade it, nor ported the first game, which is so weird. I don't know if it's a rights issue for, like, music and whatnot. But, like, yeah, they don't really acknowledge Altair a lot. And they started to do that now with Ezio, and a lot of people are concerned with that, because it's like, oh, new Ubisoft really needs to stop it. And they're obviously trying to rewrite, like, the last good Assassin's Creed game, aka Black Flag, by taking out all the other stuff. Hey, look, Uplay! That doesn't exist anymore. I noticed that. I just got all my stuff. I'm thinking, like, oh, does that just drop it? I'm assuming it's mainly because, like, that got shut down. But, yeah. Yeah, because it's like Uplay, and I think it's something else now. It's not Uplay anymore. But, yeah. Poor Altair. He just got shoved in to this. But, it is nice and probably great for Desmond before his final game to get closure on all of his ancestors. And obviously in the next one, we'll get Connor. I'm not going to pronounce his Indian name. One, because I'm going to butcher it. But yeah, as for Assassin's Creed Revelations in my ranting, my review for the game is I give it about an 8.5. Mainly because of all the improvements it's made. However, certain other things like pacing and whatnot, and obviously the Desmond and Clay missions were a little pace breaking. And it kind of felt disjointed. Other than that, it's a really good game. Fun gameplay loop. If you played, obviously, 2 Brotherhood, obviously, play this one. It's fun as hell to play. And if you want to understand why people are upset with the new way Assassin's Creed's going with the RPG games, you now know why. It's mainly because this game kind of was the last of the classic games, I found out. And what I mean by classic is 1, 2, Brotherhood Revelations is like the classic Assassin's Creed formula, because then I think in 3 they get a new engine, which we'll talk about when we get to 3. But with that being said, that'll be it for Assassin's Creed Revelations and the Ezio collection. If you want to see how we got to this point, they're on my channel. I've played through 2 and Brotherhood. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, on the it'll probably expire on the 31st on New Year's 2025. I'm running a poll, basically to say what franchise I should cover in the upcoming year. Assassin's Creed, the Kenway kind of games are on there. Final Fantasy remake games are on there. What else is on there? I have a bunch of other games, but just check it out. It'll probably be in the community post after this goes live. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all had a wonderful time. See you all next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. VampireCaptainCrow. Peace.